Bitcoin has been crashing more and more towards the downside, while possibly still the worst is yet to come. So we need to be talking about that exactly. What exactly is happening right now? The Fed is about to cut its interest rates with 50 basis points, and possibly we are about to see an emergency meeting. The Japanese stock market is seeing its worst ever today in history, and on top of that, in the world there are a lot of fears going on of war right now. So we need to be talking about that exactly. So can we once again push up the likes back above the 100 likes? That will be absolutely amazing. And as always, let's have a look into what's that short term. And well, in the short term, Bitcoin has just been crashing more and more towards the downside. I've been closing my Bitcoin trade at a little bit of break even, at a little bit of a profit. But yeah, of course, it is quite unfortunate. We have been exactly round tripping my trade all the way from this exact bottom over here until a huge profit, and right now back in towards break even. So that is quite unfortunate. But anyways, yes, right now still on the sidelines. I'm leaving some capital open to be buying the dip, because possibly it could be getting worse. And why I do think so is because still the stock market is yet to open. I think while definitely at the first sight we are sitting at a huge level of support right now for Bitcoin, we could be seeing a big bounce right now. Well, definitely if we are going to be zooming out, well, it could still be getting a little bit more worse because of the stock market and because of the uncertainty right now going on in the world. So yeah, in that short term, I am rather going to be a little bit more patient with my Bitcoin trades, with more altcoin buys. Now we are seeing massive discounts right now on most of the altcoins, like for example Doco have had this meme coin, of course, minus 56%. All of the liquidity is getting taken out. Bittensor also down massively. All of these meme coins are down massively. Injective as well. Ondo, Render. Well, we are seeing massive sales across the board, and definitely I do think that we should be taking advantage. But what we can be seeing is that the sharp rise in the Japanese yen against the US dollar is causing a massive unwind of yen carry trade positions and contributing to this sharp decline in the US stocks. And basically everyone has already been talking about this, but if you do not know already, just pause this video and read this over here, and then you know exactly what is going on with the Japanese yen right now and why it is causing the stock market to actually crash towards the downside right now. And he is also saying, as an investor, this is actually great news, because this type of short-term crisis and panic is what gives me the opportunities to scoop up high-quality US stocks at a bigger discount. Take advantage of the temporary mispricing caused by the short-term crisis, and in the end of the day, if we are just going to be zooming out in a larger picture, this is just going to be a massive chance and a massive opportunity. But right now, just in that short term, definitely do keep in mind that right now it is looking like war could be imminent. So yeah, if we are really about to see World War III hitting, well, definitely we are about to see a way bigger crash in the stock market. Definitely this is not going to be priced in yet. And of course today the stock market will be live and trading, and well, Bitcoin and all of the altcoins have already been crashing towards the downside. But if the stock market is also going to be printing like a minus 5% day, we'll definitely do expect that Bitcoin and all of the other altcoins are also going to be crashing even more. Now on top of that, even what we can be seeing is that right now the market is pricing in huge rate cuts, and of course in that short term rate cuts are going to be bearish for the stock market and for Bitcoin. And like you can be seeing in this tweet, markets expect more than a 90% basis point cut of further ECB interest rate cuts this year, and these expectations are up like massively from last week and the week before. So yeah, right now the market is pricing in almost 100% chance of a 50 basis point rate cut in September. So that is absolutely insane. Now, some people are calling for an emergency meeting right now for the Federal Reserve, but in my opinion, this is kind of nonsense there. These are just rumors right now, and it's not going to be very likely in my opinion. Now, if it were to be happening, that would of course be very bad for the market. Now, in my opinion, not going to be very likely. Anyways, August is off for a very bad start. Minus 20% in only 5 days right now. That is absolutely crazy. Whenever we started off the month of August, we have just been going towards the downside and not been going to the upside at all. Like, we have not seen any bounce at all. So yes, a short-term bounce, of course, anytime soon is going to be expected, but I'm just going to be playing it patient. I'm not going to be rushing into anything right now. I'm not going to be catching a falling knife here. Anyways, guys, for the interest rates that will be getting cut, well, in the short term, of course, it is going to be more kind of bearish for the markets, but just in that longer term, well, the printer is going to be getting turned on again. And whenever the printer is going to be getting turned on, well, that eventually is going to be very bullish for the market. More liquidity is going to be coming in, and all of that, of course, it is going to be extremely bullish. So if we are going to be zooming out, it is going to be coming all right. If we are going to be zooming out, this is going to be a massive opportunity right now in the market. So definitely take advantage of it. We could be having a look into this, like a similar event like COVID, right? In the short term, a lot of panic, a lot of crashes, a lot of fear. But in that longer term, well, interest rates are going to be getting cut. In that longer term, more liquidity is just going to be getting injected in the market. So yes, in the short term, definitely do not panic all too much. This is going to be a massive opportunity if we're just going to be zooming out, and that is what you should be doing as well. Anyways, yes, Bitcoin is right now printing a massive CME gap right here, all the way up towards the 63k level. I think it is going to be taking a long time until eventually we are going to be filling up this CME gap, but let's see how it is going to be getting unfold. Now, depending on what the stock market is going to be doing, of course, if the stock market is going to be bouncing a little bit towards the upside, definitely I do expect a Bitcoin to bounce even more towards the upside and quickly fill up this CME gap, maybe with a V-shaped recovery. But in my opinion, I do not think it is going to be very likely that that is going to be happening. That is why I've said I'm going to be playing it a little bit more patient in that short term, depending really on how this situation with possible war is going to be unfolding. Anyways, guys, if you are going to be getting interested in trading yourself right now in the market, or at least prepare yourself, because right now is going to be the moment to prepare yourself, set some money on the sidelines, well, make sure to check out that link down below, because with that link down below, you can right now scoop up a free $500 trade absolutely for free. So you have nothing to lose. Just sign up a new account with that first link down below. Claim your $500 trade, and there you go. You can just open up a free position during this market crash, and all of the profits you will be making, well, these profits are going to be yours. And if you are going to be losing with this free trade, well, there's nothing going on, because this is effectively a free trade that you just got. So you could be winning literally thousands of dollars, and on the other side, you can be losing nothing. So make sure to be taking advantage of this. Anyways, guys, Warren Buffett has been preparing itself for this massive crash. He has been selling off a lot of stock, and right now is sitting in more cash than ever. So he is preparing himself. Anyways, guys, how I look at it, well, he has a huge portfolio. It takes a long while before eventually he is going to be selling off a majority of his portfolio. So he needs to start very early to be selling off his portfolio. I think that in the coming few months, it is definitely going to be all right with most of the stocks, with Bitcoin, with Ethereum. But if Warren Buffett in the next few years sees a big recession incoming, well, he needs to be selling off right now already, because he cannot dump all of his stocks in one go. It takes quite a long time until eventually he can be selling off everything. So that is how I look at it. Anyways, if we are going to be zooming out for Bitcoin, Bitcoin is sitting at a huge level of support right now. The indicators have been cooling off. The RSI indicator has been cooling off to levels not seen in a very long while, actually all the way back since the bear market lows over here. So that is absolutely crazy. And how I look at this correction is just because of this correction, this bull market that we are currently in, because this bull market, in my opinion, is not cancelled. Well, this bull market that we are in is just going to be lasting even longer, because of course, if we are going to be seeing only up price action towards the upside, well, then the markets are going to be getting overheated very quickly. But because of this huge healthy correction towards the downside, I think that we are about to see something similar than as of right here. Because as of right here, we still got another move towards the upside eventually. And because of this huge correction, well, the bull market lasted even longer, right? And right now as well, because of this huge correction we are seeing right now, the bull market could be lasting even longer than before. Before we could be having a look into what's this left translated cycle, right? And we could be having a look into what's the bull market actually topping out beginning 2025. But because of this crash, we can be having a look into what's a longer cycle. So in the end of the day, this is only going to be more kind of a bullish thing. Now, Bitcoin is still holding these EMA ribbons right over here. Like I've said, maybe potentially we can be having a look into a similar price action, just like we have seen right here in the last bull market. Anyways, guys, Bitcoin right now is sitting at massive levels of support at this cluster of traded volume over here. Now, the next level is going to be this previous high. And then after that, we are going to be headed towards this 40K level at this massive level of support over here. And I think that this is going to be the level where I'm going to go all in towards Bitcoin. So anyways, guys, a lot is going on right now in the markets. Anyways, if you do want to be staying up to date about every single market development, make sure to be following me over on Twitter. And guys, with that being said, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.